With the Woodards. I'm your host for the evening, Craig Woodard Sr., and we are going live on Facebook. We're going live on YouTube as well, and we have a special episode. This is episode 24. We've been moving right along. Usually I do these on Sunday night live, but breaking news wanted to report tonight coming out of Erie, Pennsylvania. I wanted to, before I let the cat out of the bag, which many of you already know clearly, but we're going to talk about this big news here. But I want to just give everyone the backstory for those that are watching around the country. We've gotten a lot of viewers here lately, so I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on. Okay, first of all, we are 35 days in from not hearing a word from the Erie District County, the District Attorney's Office, Elizabeth Hertz. 35 days in, and we've had one statement that basically said a little bit of information based off of what they are trying to formulate that happened. And just to kind of give you the backstory here, on July 2nd, my little cousin Marcello Woodard was in the car driving. He pulled over, and two parole agents were following him. Those two parole agents both got out of the car. He dropped his fiance off. The car was slightly moving, and they came up next to the car, and 3 shots rang out. They fired and killed him. 3 shots in the chest. The family, my family, wants answers. We want to find out what is going on. The 2 parole agents were actually put on administrative duty, which means that they are still working, but in the capacity of the office. And I have some other news that I found out about that I want to update you on in just a little bit. But they came out with that statement, and then a couple weeks later they came out with another statement saying that they have nothing to say. The investigation is still going on, and they haven't said a word to the family. They have not come out and done a press conference with anybody. We have not heard from the state at all. I don't understand what's taking them so much time to say something. You know, just come out and say something. I don't understand this. So the district attorney is supposed to be the attorney for the people. She represents the people. She's bringing the prosecution, the conviction, the charges that are going to be filed. She's the one that's doing it. The family is on her side. It's the state of Pennsylvania versus the shooter. And yes, there is a shooter and a murderer on the streets of Erie right now because he has not been arrested. They have not even released the name of this person. We know who it is, but they haven't released the name. Why is the family not receiving any of this information? It makes no sense. You're the attorney for the people. So we thought. So, what has happened? Breaking news. Since you're not the attorney for the people, the Justice for Cello Coalition has banded together. We've been working very hard behind closed doors, along with the family, to try to get justice for Cello. That is the message. That is the main thing. And we want to keep the main thing the main thing. Justice for Cello. In comes Ben Crump. Press conference tomorrow in Erie, Pennsylvania at Second Baptist Church at 12:30. Attorney for the people. Attorney for the people. Ben Crump will be in Erie, Pennsylvania, along with attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick. We've been working hard and reaching out, and finally our prayers have been answered. Our emails, our letters, everything have been answered, and we have help. Help is on the way. Tomorrow at 12:30, Second Baptist Church on 23rd and Parade, Attorney Ben Crump and Attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick will be in town to give a press release, and a press conference. And when Ben Crump touches something, people listen. We have been pushing and protesting and debating and fighting and begging the city council members to reach out and use their platform to help us. The mayor has finally sent out a letter to try to help us. We have heard nothing from the state, And now Attorney Ben Crump and Attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick will be in town to help push this agenda. We need to get justice for Cello, and we have some soldiers that are going to be boots on the ground tomorrow to get justice for Cello. It is happening, and we're so excited for this. I don't know if this was shown on the news tonight, so I wanted to take some time to broadcast for you all, to share the news for you guys, to let you know that help is coming to town tomorrow in Erie, Pennsylvania. This is an unprecedented event that has occurred with the death of my cousin Marcello Woodard. Again, this is the first time in the state of Pennsylvania a parole agent has shot and killed a parolee, and he was set to be off of parole in 2 weeks, which would have been July 18th. It's amazing to me that this has occurred. It really, truly is. And more amazing to me that the DA has not come out and said anything to us. So we thought we were dealing with the attorney for the people. We were wrong. We are now dealing with the attorney for the people, Ben Crump. Will be in town tomorrow at 12:30, along with the super attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick as well. We really appreciate those guys coming to our begging effort. This story is going to go nationwide now. And we've been doing a lot of different conference calls, Zoom calls with other advocacy groups around the country. And we have a lot of support. So this is only the beginning. The state thinks that we're going to go away silently and kind of forget that this is going on. No, we've only just begun. So I'm so happy to bring this news to the city of Erie and to let you all know around the country as well that justice is on its way. We have an attorney that means business and that makes things happen. The attorney for the people, Ben Crump, and Attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick will be in Erie, Pennsylvania at Second Baptist Church tomorrow at 12:30 on 23rd and Parade. Okay, so this is a great thing. I mean, this is something that we have been trying to do for the longest time. We've been hashtagging everybody and their brother. We've been trying to get CNN and ABC News and NBC and all of these major news networks to know what is going on in Erie, Pennsylvania. And finally, we have a voice that's going to get some national recognition and bring some light to this story, which basically puts a lot of pressure on the DA's office in order to give some answers. You can't sit tight-lipped now. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you thought you could do that with us for 35 days, but Ben Crump will be here on day 36 along with Thomas Fitzpatrick, and we're going to get some answers pretty soon for the city of Erie and the Woodard family, more importantly. So that's what we got going on. Other news, I talked about this a little bit earlier in the show. I'm going to touch on this and then let you guys get back to doing what you were doing. I appreciate everyone joining me tonight and listening to this news, but What would you say if I told you that sources tell me that one of the agents involved in this incident that was put on administrative duty is now back to work and in the field? What would you say? One of the agents is back to work and was spotted at the Cambridge Springs prison, sources tell me, today. This is what really gets under my skin. There's supposed to be transparency. When you take an oath and you're a district attorney, there's supposed to be transparency. Was the family notified that this was going to occur? We haven't heard anything from the district attorney's office. Why no press release? Why no statement? I think they're afforded the opportunity to know what's going on each step of the way. And as far as I'm concerned, isn't the investigation still continuing? Because if the investigation's over, we need to be hearing about something. But the investigation is still continuing. So how is a decision made that one of the agents is able to go back to work? What are his parolees thinking? I just know from talking with the other members of the Justice for Cello Coalition that they have talked to other parolees and they're scared. They're scared dealing with both of these parole officers. We're not looking at it from their perspective. And I know there's some people out there that's going to try to strip their rights away because they got into trouble and they broke the law. It doesn't matter. They have feelings as well. And if you're not going by the book, something's wrong. Something's wrong. My last episode, I talked about a conflict of interest, possibly her recusing herself. These decisions just make me wonder even more. It really truly does. So sources tell me one of the agents spotted at Cambridge Springs prison today, and he is back to work. He will remain unnamed by me today. And the reason why is because the state has not named him yet. They have not named the other one, but there were two involved. So just give you some food for thought. I want y'all to think about that and just let that marinate for a little bit and let me know if you're satisfied with that. If there's supposed to be an investigation that's going on right now, why is one of the suspects back to work and why has the family not been notified? That's a problem. That is a problem. All right, wrapping up. Once again, 12:30 tomorrow, August 7th. Yes, the 7th already at Second Baptist Church on 23rd and Parade. Attorney for the people, Attorney Ben Crump and Attorney Thomas Fitzpatrick will both be in the house conducting a press conference. Now, it's a shame that Attorney Crump and Attorney Fitzpatrick have to come out of town to do a press conference so the people can find out what's going on. Shouldn't this have been the DA's spotlight? How come the DA couldn't go to Second Baptist Church and hold a press conference and update the people and let us know what's going on? Ben Crump has to come in town to do it. Well, if that's what needs to be done, that's what's going to be done tomorrow. Okay, so we'll have more on this story. I'm sure it'll be all on the news tomorrow. Watch the news at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'll have another podcast coming up this Sunday evening as well. And if we have to do another special episode, if anything enlightening happens in between that time, you can tune in and check me out right on Facebook or the YouTube channel on Etcetera with the Woodards. Okay, so I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you all for everyone's support. I want to thank a couple people from the Justice for Cello Coalition, Terry and Jerry Roberts, Cindy Triber, Malcolm Pulliam, Deontay Cooley. I thank you guys. Even my little cousin Michael Woodard, who has been leading the protests, has a lot to do with a lot of everything that's going on right now. But yeah, we've been working extremely hard. Deontay Cooley, Malcolm, everybody's been working extremely hard, and these guys have allowed me to be a part of this strong team from afar down here in Tampa, Florida, to use my platform to continue to advocate for my little cousin Shelly. Okay, I appreciate you guys listening to me tonight. I hope you enjoy your weekend. My name is Craig Woodard. I'll see you next time.